Far-right parties have made big gains in the European Parliament elections. In a shock move, French President Emmanuel Macron has announced that he will dissolve Parliament and call new legislative elections later this month. Now, this move comes after he was trounced in the EU vote by Marine Le Pen's far-right party.
Voting is over. Now comes the tricky bit. Now is the opportunity for the members of the European Parliament to try and form coalitions to see who will be the ruling groups going forward for the next 5 years here in Brussels. Now, there were certainly winners and losers. The far right, as expected, picked up a number of gains compared to 5 years ago. There were some losses for groups more on the left side of the political spectrum. Crucially, for the European People's Party, who were the biggest winners both last year and this year, their centrist coalition remains largely intact. However, it has been dented. What that means going forward is that the centrist grouping of three groups, the EPP, the European People's Party, the Socialists and Democrats, as well as Renew, that really were the three biggest parties and the governing coalition for the past 5 years. Perhaps analysts are saying they will now need to rely on support from other groups. Who those groups will be, that remains to be seen. Some parties have already said categorically they will not extend their hands and work with the far right. So that means huge questions reign for the likes of European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, who is the head of the EPP. She remains very much cognizant of those divides, but remains defiant. She says that the EPP are the anchor of stability. She says that she will remain the bastion to defend against extremes from both the left and the right. So defiance from Ursula von der Leyen, but some very difficult conversations, plenty of diplomatic wranglings we will see here in the European Parliament behind closed doors in the coming days to decide exactly who will be the kingmakers, who will hold the power here in Brussels for the next 5 years. William Denselow, SABC News, Brussels.